NEET-UG students watch this movie. In this, Diana is DNA, Logan is ligase enzyme, and Batman's bad technology means biotechnology like this. Watch either Hindi or English video and you will memorize whole biotechnology. You would not need to study chapter 9 again. Act 2.
Thank you for the save yesterday.
You are welcome. How is your health?
Perfect.
Put this probe on.
Is this to spy on me?
No, it is to spy on me.
Come here. What?
You might be infected. They have released a new virus. We decrypted the data that was in the prison you were in.
I hope this one is not from bats.
This one is from owls.
Hi, Richard. Thank you for the rescue.
Hello, Diana. No problem.
Hi everyone, I brought 6 handheld teleporters for our base.
Hello, Damien. Here are your katanas. Thank you.
Hi, Damien. Use this echolocator. It is 5th generation. Remember to adjust it for your eyes.
Hello, Damien. Your katanas were really useful. Thanks. Well, everyone is here, so let's discuss the latest update.
The files called home when we cracked their encryption. It was part of their plan to leave Diana poorly guarded with files that send locations upon decryption. Now they know exactly where we are and will come here to stop me from making the cure.
This also explains why the encryption was so weak.
Get to work. We got this.
Not that simple. They have more supervillains than us. We 4 cannot do this on our own. I have made your probe radioactive and given both your bracelets a negative charge, so the probe can fit on either of them. This will give you access to my bat computer and will allow you to communicate with us wirelessly. From the bat computer, you all can see which superheroes are free and call them as needed.
I found this outside. It says, "Riddle me this. I start with R and end with R. I take people very far. My owners have a big home. Readers call me a palindrome. What am I?"
Race car. But what does all this mean?
They will send race car as their first attack.
They have sent them already.
Diana and Nightwing, search for any free superheroes. Robin, mount the Gatling cannon. If you strike a little away from the center of race cars, then you may stop them before they get too close. The roof is open and anything can be thrown at you, so always stay in your exosuit.
Father, your 5th generation echolocator is showing blurred images. I can barely see the Gatling cannon, let alone the middle of target.
Told you to calibrate it first.
The enemies gave me no time for that. I am using my 1st generation echolocator. The length of the cars appear too short from up here. I am going for the sweet spot.
Hold on. Their armor turned out to be double of what I expected. I am doubling the firepower. Start reshooting in 3 seconds.
Wow. Thanks, both are down. One of them looks like a vector car and the other is alien to me.
Nice, Robin. Have some rest. I will take your place.
Good job, Robin. This is what I call bat defense. I will go check them out.
Cutting of DNA at specific locations by restriction enzymes. Act 2. The DNA we isolated in previous step needs to be cut by the enzyme called restriction endonuclease, which is shown by Robin. The first type 2 restriction enzyme isolated was HindD2, which is shown by handheld teleporter, and it is the first item that Robin mentions. It recognizes a palindromic nucleotide sequence of 6 base pairs, which is shown by Robin bringing 6 teleporters for the base. Other examples of restrict traces include XHO1 and EcoR5, which are shown by Exosuit and 5th generation echolocator. EcoR5 produces blunt ends on their substrate. This is depicted in the story when Batman gives Robin his 5th generation echolocator, and that ends up producing blurred images. In the story, Robin puts on his 1st generation echolocator and sits on top of the Gatling turret. This is a representation of the enzyme EcoR1 being able to recognize the palindrome 5' GAATC 3', 3' CTTAAG 5'. Note that Robin is sitting on top of the Gatling cannon, which means we are concerned with the top strand, which is written in 5' to 3' direction. Generally, restrictases work by identifying palindromes, which are shown as race cars, inspecting their lengths, which is mentioned as Robin inspecting the race cars from top, and then attacking their sugar phosphate backbones, which is mentioned as Robin going for the sweet spot. Restriction endonucleases sometimes cut a little away from the center, which is mentioned as Batman advising Robin to strike a little away from the center. Batman also advises Robin to stay in his exosuit, which is a reference to restriction enzymes being able to work in vitro, meaning in an artificial environment like a test tube. In the end, Batman realizes that he has to double the firepower in accordance with the double armor of the race cars. This illustrates that the restriction enzyme will cut both strands of the double-stranded DNA. After destroying the race cars, Robin recognizes one as a vector car and the other is foreign to him. This is a representation of vector DNA and foreign DNA. Also, Robin attacking both vector car and alien car demonstrates the fact that both vector DNA and alien DNA are attacked by the same restriction enzyme. Click for full story.